All right, we got a Suzuki 60 horse 4-stroke doing a little service on today. Changed out the gear oil, put some fuel stabilizer in, changed out the motor oil filter, also changed out this fuel filter, did some OEM parts. That's the old fuel filter, OEM Suzuki. You can kind of tell the difference. You got that more yellow tint to it, even though it's blue. It's harder to see, but this is the new one, so it doesn't have that ethanol in it. Brand new Suzuki OEM oil filter. Filled up 3 quarts of oil, and she's looking pretty good. This is a pretty cool boat. Tahoe 25-foot Cascade entertainer. And a 2023 60 horse Suzuki DF60AVTL4 4-stroke. We use this Ethanol Shield Marine here instead of the stabilizer. That tends to get the water out a little bit better than your Marine stable. This is their old gear oil here. Nice and black, kind of stinks, which is pretty typical of your old gear oil. Not milky though, so it wasn't getting water in it, so those gear case seals are holding up. And that's that old nasty motor oil. So it definitely needed to be changed. Probably hasn't been done yet on this 23. All right, we got 60 horse Suzuki 4-stroke. Customer wants oil change, gear oil change, fuel filter change. So we got some OEM parts here. Gonna be switching out to a new fuel filter, new oil filter, changing the oil, changing the gear oil. We're gonna take care of them. He just wants to get it straightened out so they can enjoy the rest of the Michigan summers and get back out on the water just with some new stuff. So we're gonna take care of them today. It's a nice Tahoe boat, nice Suzuki 60 horse EFI. Got some OEM parts for them. We're gonna take care of them. Gonna do this fuel filter first before we get the motor running and get the getting the fuel lines off here. This part here on the fuel filter is going to have to come off, because I got to get this one on the new one. Okay, looks like it just comes off like that. And then we'll just pull this up and over here. There we are. Okay. So there is the old fuel filter, new fuel filter. All right, so I've got the plastic piece on. Just gonna put it on the gas lines first, so it'll be easier to hook it up here. And then we can kind of line up this piece here. Okay. Let's get these hooks back on here. Okay, and other side hook. Okay. So those are hooked back up right where they're supposed to be. Next, I'm going to replace this piece. Okay. And the screws. And there we are. New fuel filter install on the 60 horse Suzuki. All right, time to drain this gear oil. Gonna hit this top first and the bottom. Might need to trim up a little on this. Bottom one there. It's going to be the magnetized. Okay. And then we'll trim her down again, let it drain. Okay, now we're just going to get our new gear oil pumped in here. Wait till we see it coming out the top. We got our top and our bottom drain plugs. Switch out the bottle. All right, we ran the motor on the water for a half hour, get that oil to loosen up. It's a hex nut there, loosened it. We're gonna drain this oil. Should be nice and thin where we can get most of it out of there. There she goes. All right, while we're letting the rest of that oil drain, we'll get this, or attempt to get this, I want to do that the other way. Get this oil filter off here so we can change that out. It's kind of tight in there, so if I can't get it with this strap wrench, I'll probably just end up, oh there, it's gonna go. There's not a lot of room here to get it done with this strap wrench. It's gonna work. Okay. Get that out of there. There we go. Not too much drippage there, that's good. Dump that in the oil can there. Okay. It's a new oil filter. I put some oil in and then put a little on the finger, get it around the gasket there. And you just want to make this hand tight, not any tighter. You don't want to use the strap wrench, just get it hand tight on here. Kind of difficult to get into this one. Not a lot of room to screw it. Okay, there we go. Get this oil off my hands here and off the filter. Okay. Definitely don't want to over tighten these things. This is the old oil here. That's what the old oil looked like. Definitely needed to be changed. You can see on the side the difference there. That's the new oil in that bucket. New oil versus the old. All right, replace our screw here, the oil plug screw. Thread that in by hand first. All right, here we are. Start with 3 quarts and then measure, see where we're at. Being real nice out of the telltale, so it doesn't need impeller. Impeller's working good. All ready to rock and roll though. And we are gonna ship it.